Hi, my name is Sophia. I am the founder of Thalassophile Studio, a creative and marketing agency.
Hey, my name is Yasin. I'm a music producer, DJ, and content creator from Belgium.
Amazing. What type of music do you produce?
I make all kinds of music, but professionally I mostly focus on house music, like deep kind of house, dreamy beach house.
That's amazing. And what make you choose Bangkok?
I think Bangkok chose me, to be honest. I came here with the plan to stay like maybe two months, maybe,
We heard this story many times.
Yeah, I know it's not an original story, but I think it's the magnetism of Bangkok that like pulls you in. And I came here and I was just like, whoa, this place is amazing on many levels, and it just got me hooked so fast that I didn't want to live anywhere else anymore.
How long have you been living here?
Now 2.5 years.
Wow, that's amazing. And like, how long have you been living in this condo?
I think 1.5 year now.
Okay, maybe you guys might have like noticed him because he did a condo tour of this exact like condo that went viral on the internet. I don't remember how many views, but definitely more than 4 million. Yeah.
Indeed. This was with Sam Zach Tyler. It's like
Yes.
a restaurant influencer. Well, restaurants and things to do.
Just Thailand local
Thailand.
influencer, let's
Exactly.
say,
Yeah.
That's amazing. So can you tell like everyone more about what you're doing, because you're doing so many things, and I know you do things about like AI music as well, and also like playlists.
So apart from my DJ career, I've been looking into ways to make money online through music, and I came on a system where I monetize Spotify playlists. So basically we invest with advertising and other marketing strategies in growing Spotify playlists in our favorite genre, and then we monetize that by the artists who want to be on the Spotify playlist, they will send us music. So basically the job that I'm doing then every day is listening music and selecting what can go in the playlist, and this gives me the ability to work from anywhere and do DJing in a more free way, that I'm not pressured for it for the income part of it.
It sounds like a dream job because it sounds like you've just been selecting the music that you like and curate it for like other people.
It is, in a sense, for me, definitely a dream job, though, of course, you get so much music at a certain point that there is also a lot of music that you dislike. So it can also become hard on the ears to just day in, day out listen to music and in a professional way, like saying like, hey, yeah, this cannot go in the playlist, this can. You always have to deal with artists that, well, they put a lot of time and effort in making this music.
True.
So it's sometimes hard to, choose the quality tracks and don't put too much, you know?
So how did you learn about like this playlist curator? Is that the right term? Like how do you call it?
A playlist curator, I think, is the right term. This started with me right before COVID. I was actually in that time playing every week, multiple times, but it was hard on my body. I noticed it, and when it was the dream that I would be a full-time DJ, and then when I had it, I was like, whoa, I kind of like working from my computer. So yeah, that made me look online, like, and throw a lot of shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Like, okay, how can I make money online in the music industry? And yeah, of course, I got a lot of scams. I invested a lot in things that didn't work. But then I kind of like, by working also in advertising, I started to think about like, how can I advertise my music in a profitable way? Because I've been fucking around with ads for maybe 6 months, 8 months, but it was always just like putting the money in for people to get to my music, but never in a profitable way.
Got it. So first you were using ad to advertise your music, and then you start like advertising other people's music through this playlist.
Yeah, so I started thinking like, okay, if I launch ads and I'm like, okay, please listen to my music, I am asking something from someone. But if I am like, hey, I'm advertising a playlist, here's a playlist full of tracks that you might like, the value goes up tremendously. And then also in each playlist I could put my own tracks, which I still do today.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and then I can put like 5 to 10 tracks, and every time people go and watch this playlist, I have a new chance to be discovered. And at the same time, I'm growing these playlists to help the other artists also be discovered.
Yeah.
So it's a networking aspect of it, it's a money-making aspect of it, and yeah, it's a system that allows me now to live abroad and not have to focus on daily DJ bookings to sustain myself.
Well, that's really good. And like, do you teach other people how to do this as well? Because I've never heard of this before until I met you.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people tell me actually, and yes, I do. Once I figured this out for myself, it was 3-4 years ago. I thought maybe I can make like $1,000 with it, and I just started investing it, and it worked. And actually, it grew much over $1,000. And I was then thinking with my friends, okay, hey guys. Like one of my friends is Gobi Desert Collective. We started out together in this, and I said like, look, Jens, if you want to try this, give it a shot, and if it works, you might be able to quit your job. Him then put everything on it, and he is now also at 200,000 monthly listeners because of the playlist. Booked, because before he did the playlist, he was like at 500 listeners, 1,000 listeners per month.
Wow.
So the playlist game really allowed us, one, to scale our music, and also to become free from a job, because what stopped us from being a successful content creator and music creator in a sense was the constant limitation of like, I have to DJ, I have to go to a job full time. It's a lot of pressure, and creativity and stuff like content and music, I think it flows best when you're in a relaxed and free state of mind, you know?
I think any type of creative job, because like when I was doing photography full time at the only job, it was so stressful for me that I don't want to take my camera out anymore if I don't have to. Because you know, when you're forced to do something quote unquote, to do something creative, you just end up don't want to do it. But then when you're like, when you don't have to do it, you get so inspired and you do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's before my music. I worked as a personal trainer. And I would just have the same. I love coaching people. I love guiding people to become like a better version of themselves. But I would just spend day in, day out in the gym, and I would just hate to go to the gym because suddenly it's like, it's my workplace. I want to get out of here when it's like the end of the day, you know?
Yeah.
But now, actually now many years later, now it still comes to my mind. Maybe I should do like some coaching on the side, like personal training, because it makes me feel good to do sports, and it makes me feel good to help people do that as well, you know?
Well, it seems like you do a lot of things. When did you first learn about like online advertising?
I went to Bali with my ex-girlfriend, and I got my first DJ booking there. This was in 2019. And I came there, and I was really not the traveling type at that time. I was always very happy in Belgium. I think I was locked in my golden cage, let's say, of our good economy and like stable jobs. And I come in Bali, and what I immediately noticed is like, whoa, everybody is working online here and has an online business and is like free and interesting, and that completely opened my eyes, and I immediately decided, okay, I need this online job thing. So I started manifesting it, you know, like writing it down as if it was already true. And then by the end of the month, I meet a guy, his name is Dennis, and he worked for a company called Moon Magic. And they sell online jewelry. And we got connected, and we had some matching interests, so we got along very quickly. And he invited me to dinner with his boss. And not per se as like an interview to work for them, but just to get to know each other because we vibed really well. And at the end of the dinner, Walter, his name was, he says like, yeah, Yasin, I really like you. I'm going to teach you everything about marketing and ads, and I'm going to hire you. And I was just like, whoa, 1 month ago I didn't even know about online jobs and everything. And then, I got into advertising, and it wasn't my dream job, but it gave me the step up to learn what I needed to know about advertising, about marketing, about building an online brand, that then helped me later to integrate everything into the playlist and now teach this to others as well.
Yeah, so like everything is connected. It's like you manifested this playlisting, curating business, but because like the universe was saying like, okay, it's gonna give you what you want, but before that you need to like go through all these steps to arrive here. Mm-hmm. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, I think it was a testing phase, because at that time I thought I got the online job at Moon Magic, and every day I was advertising, and I could quit my job in sales, and like everything started to shift more towards an online lifestyle. Mm-hmm. But the job for me was very stressful. I'm a very creative kind of guy, and doing ads all day with numbers, it's draining. So at some point, I felt a lot of stress, but I wouldn't be able to quit my job because I thought I found a dream job, you know? Like I cannot lose it, I cannot lose this. But in the end, some stuff happened, like the universe arranged itself, so I got fired. And when I got fired, the only thing that I was thinking was, this needs to happen. And then, I just traveled for 2-3 months because I already left, and I was kind of panicking about like not having a job. And then at a certain point, I suddenly it's like something hit me, like a thunderstrike hit me, and it's like suddenly I made a connection. Advertising, not my music, but the playlist. Maybe we can monetize the playlist later on. And then it was just like a gut feeling, like goosebumps, and I was like, okay, I'll try this. And I remember I go to my dad's bar. He has a bar in Antwerp, in Belgium, and I say, Dad, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I think I don't have to go find a new job anymore. And my dad's like, yeah, Yasin, when I was your age, I also wanted to be a volleyball star. Just go and find a job. But yeah, that didn't stop me. I was like, okay, look, that's just my personality. And I understand where he is coming from in a sense, because he comes from a past where there's no online world where you can just create stuff. Yeah. But yeah, it triggered me. I was like, okay, watch me. And then I asked my friends to help invest, and like I put my savings into it and just hoped that it would work. And yeah, it turned out it did. And that's now basically how my life became free, and became that I can fully focus on content, fully focus on music without the financial worry that often comes with creative pursuits, you know?
Yeah, that's amazing. So what else are you doing? And before you answer that question, I have something funny to say. So I bought from Moon Magic before because I saw the ad. So it must have been your ad.
Maybe I made that ad.
Yeah, and maybe that's how the universe connected us. Maybe. But yeah, what else are you doing? Because it seems like you're doing so many different things. You're like a true entrepreneur and a creative person. So what else?
The last recent thing that I've been working on is a mini course about how to make music and put it on Spotify using AI, because AI is now coming to a point where it can make vocals for you, it can make professional sounding music. It's not at a stage yet where it beats real people's music, in my opinion, but it sounds very good that I would turn it on. And I've also made stuff with AI and then released it on Spotify. And yeah, I think, okay, this helps creators. There's a lot of backwind also. People don't like it, people don't hate it. But the ones I think who will use AI, they will thrive, you know, like the creative artists who are not afraid to use these tools. They will create faster, more, they can be more creative because the AI just makes everything so much faster. And then, yeah, now I made a step-by-step tutorial, like, okay, if you're into music and you would love to make your own songs, but you have never had the chance to, like, learn music production, or in general you don't have a lot of time, AI music is definitely something that will help you out and can also become a nice source of passive income, because I teach you the promotion methods, of course, with also the playlist, and then you can just put your tracks on there. Is it gonna make you is it going to make you stop your job tomorrow? Probably not. But it can become a nice passive income stream of doing something that you love. And that's why I want to teach it to the people also.
That's amazing. And then would you say, like, okay, I have no experience in making music. I have never made music in my life. How would I start? Apart from buying your course, of course.
Yeah, I don't push anyone to buy my course. I think everything you can always learn for free on YouTube. Actually, also, if people are not interested in my products but want to learn, I still help them. Like, hey, you can search this on YouTube and you'll find it. I know that there's just people who like a systematic approach. Like, okay, I've never done this. What do I do first? How do I get it on Spotify? What are the good distributors? What are the scams? Because there are so many scams in the music world.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like promotion for your music, which is just bots and computers that are playing your programs. But your question was?
My question is, like, how would someone like me start making like music using AI?
Well, there are multiple tools, and every time there are new tools coming out. One of them that I like the most is Suno. You can just create music now. Suno actually had a collaboration just now with Timbaland. That Timbaland did like a contest for letting AI remix his music, and then the people who would have the best AI remix, they could win a release on Timbaland's label and some other prizes like money. I'm not exactly sure about the details. But yeah, it's just about when you want to start, you pick a genre that you like if you like house music or pop. And then you can just type, like, as if you're using ChatGPT, you know, like, give me a marketing plan, give me a song about I lost my boyfriend named Bart. Yeah, and then the AI will give you like lyrics, and if you don't like it, you can do it again and do it again and change the voice. And the tools are still expanding, but they are still pretty new. But I think at some point you'll be able to fully choose your song from beginning to end, every instrument, every line that is in it. But right now it's mostly like finding the right prompt to type, getting it out, and then going with your gut feeling of what you like. And because if you make AI stuff 49 times out of 50, it's not gonna be very, excuse me, it's not gonna be very much to your liking. Like it's always like try again. Oh, this is a sound I like, and then you can build on that, And then it's up to the student. Like you can then export it and just use it as that, as a song if you like it. But then in my course I also go over methods like how can I make this sound more professional? How can you make the vocals sound more real? Because they still sound like a little robotic,
Yeah. Okay, let's say I want to make AI music to use in my YouTube video. Would that be possible? Would I have any like copyright issue on this?
That would work perfectly because Suno also gives the permission, but this changes according to every AI platform. They have different rules, but it could work perfectly to make like an intro song or even an outro song or background music, because you can choose also instrumental music and almost any genre or even genres that don't exist. What I like about AI is like you can suddenly create a pop song that has country influences with a house beat, like something that's completely
something
mixed.
Crazy.
Yeah. Or something really shitty is also possible, but
Right. So that means that like if I have a video like 30 minutes long, I can create like music for my whole video, like with AI music, with this platform.
Well, the songs are mostly between 3 and 5 minutes, so you could, in theory, you could make a song of like half an hour, but I don't think that's like a recommended practice. Most people just change the multiple songs.
Yeah. Well, most people, when they do editing, they use multiple songs anyway. So how is the process like? Can I do something like this? Like, for example, I have a track I like in my mind. Can the AI produce something similar to the track I have in my mind? Or it has to be something from scratch?
I think this is a very big challenge for anyone who makes music, in a sense that we all have the stuff in our mind, and then the challenge is to get it out into the world. I don't necessarily think that is directly possible for everyone, because it needs a lot of knowledge about how something sounds. I am also not working like that. I work the other way around. I have a general idea about the lyrics or what I want to write about, and then I just start generating until I hear a sound. It's like, oh yes. And then when I hear a sound, like, oh yes, I like this sound, then I start building on that song, like adding more sounds or this or that.
Okay, got it. That is actually very interesting. I want to try using AI like music generator like from my channel and then see how it is. Yes, because like right now I've been like paying for like a platform for like your royalty-free music, but it also come with a huge cost, because with this particular platform, if I stop paying for subscription fee, then I can no longer monetize like my video because of that. So in a way, I have to like keep paying for it forever, and that's not very sustainable for a small channel like this.
Exactly, and Suno, the prices for Suno. Well, you can start for free. You can make a couple of songs per day, even free. But the price for a subscription is peanuts. I think, I'm not exactly sure, but it's under $10. And then you can make you get 3,000 credits or something, and that's like every credit is one song. So it's basically unlimited.
Like 3,000 songs per month?
Yeah, exactly.
That is insane. So that means I don't have to like keep paying for like this platform anymore.
True.
Yeah. Okay, so in terms of like DJing in Bangkok, like how do you like it? How do you like find your like fan base here?
This was very challenging when I came here, because I used to come from a place where I had weekly gigs, and then I also traveled to Mexico and to Slovenia and played in many different places, but I never really focused on getting fans or a listener base in Thailand. So when I came here, I was just basically starting from scratch, and I think like, okay, maybe I don't even want to DJ anymore, because I don't want to start again down that ladder, like, okay, and go network and go ask for an opening set. And then I just went out for a year to see the parties, to see what is going on in this city, which I really, really like, without trying to get much gigs. And then, at some point it just hit me, together with a friend Siggy. We are exactly in this space that I'm like, okay, let's just do our own event. I have experience with doing events in Belgium. I have 10 years of experience in DJing. So let's just make our own thing. And then we did that. We organized like a party around like a year ago in December, and we got like 80 or 90 people here together in 7 days. And it was such a vibe. It was such a community kind of thing for deep melodic sounds like Afro house, tribal house. Something that isn't very apparent in Bangkok, because what you have here a lot is EDM, hip hop, and then you have like more the hard techno, the dark techno, psytrance, which is also very popular here, and made me see like if this music is already so popular here, which is very niche, you know, it's a very small genre compared to deep house and Afro house and stuff. Okay, we need to get something going for the Afro house. We got this first party going. It was a massive success, and then we just started building on that. And we got another gig at Spectrum Bar, which is like a rooftop bar for 200 people. Collaborated with a Thai girl named Laila, and it was just another big success. And that like catapulted my own DJ career, of course, and hacked me into the system. Hacked me into like the ladder on top or something. How do you know how to say
Like
that?
the next step?
Yeah, it gave me like a shortcut to the next level, whereas I didn't have to go through that thing like, okay, I'll do the opening set and then hope that they book me again, and like, okay, if suddenly I'm placing myself in the middle of a scene, we get our own DJs, we get our own party, and then we put a spotlight on us. And then now this has evolved a year later into a collective called Deep House Thailand. And this is together with 6 people now, all of them talented DJs, marketeers, content creators, all of us together to establish really this idea that I said before, like, okay, let's create our own scene. Let's just put the Afro house right in the middle of Bangkok with us on top of it. And we just had our 3rd meeting yesterday. We started an Instagram page, which we are now growing as fast as we can. So it's exciting to do something new here, to start a new life here, and meanwhile also playing the music that I really, really love. Because what I used to do before is I would take any gig. I would play commercial music, I would play hip hop, because I just wanted to have every gig. And now it's like, no, I can focus just on really what gives me the fire, you know,
your
and what
passion and stuff like that.
what makes the fire burn for me, and that feels so exciting. And also to be together with such a group of European, but also American, also Thai people who are all very talented and very inspired to make this group work, to make this thing work, especially now with all the attention that is coming on Thailand, like EDC that is coming here, Tomorrowland that has plans to come here.
Really? Tomorrowland?
Not 100% confirmed, but I think 2026 might be the year.
Oh my God, that's huge. That's gonna be huge in Thailand.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think you're so great at bringing people like all together, because somehow like I met all my new friends in Bangkok through you without even trying. And then the funny thing is that like some of your friends know the people that I know in the States. That it's like, I feel like the world is so, everything is connected. It's like the world is so small when you are doing something and you're like in the same frequency.
Exactly, yeah. And I think that's what gives the magnetism also to Bangkok, that like, I call it the place where all the misfits come together, like the people who don't feel like they belong anywhere. Like I wandered around Mexico, about Portugal, Spain, a long time before I was like, okay, where is my home? Because it was obviously not in Belgium. Like I felt that from a very young age. Like I didn't really like Asia or far countries, but I love to get out of Belgium, even if it was just to get to Holland for a day or something. And then coming here, it started like tick, 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 going really fast. I'm someone who really loves to connect and really tries to follow my intuition. And then it's all started to happening with Siggy, the DJ. He asked me like, okay, he asked me, you want to get ice cream? But I've never met this guy in real. I'm like, huh? What was this?
That sounds like a date.
Yeah, exactly. So, but my gut feeling said, do it. Something nice can come from it. And then me and Siggy, we got together and then started organizing these parties. And then just everybody came to that as like, as moths to a flame, basically.
Yeah. But I think this is also a very great life lessons, because when you go to a new city, a new country, you have to start from zero. And it just like show that like once you start doing something, you started that party. And because of that party, then the ball start to get rolling. You get more gig. You created this Deep House Thailand together with like all your friends. So it's like a good lesson that like if you want to do something, just start. Right?
Exactly, exactly. But I do also believe because this now I talking like, oh, and this happened, but there was also a year of just wandering around here and drinking a lot and not knowing what was my place here and not even knowing if I still wanted to be a DJ. But meditation really helped me to set my sights on it. And a funny story is that once I came here the second day, I went to Escape, Club Escape. And I saw it at M Quartier, and I saw the I saw the DJ there, and it's such a nice DJ booth. And that was the first time that I was like, wow, I would be so cool to DJ on like a rooftop like this.
Oh yes.
Because we don't have buildings like this in Belgium. I don't think we have anything higher than 25 stories or something. So it was like my vision. And when I was meditating later on, I would just visualize myself playing at that place because I didn't know any other places. And then now, actually, like 2 months ago, Moustache opened a new club right there. And yeah, I fast forward, I played there in that exact spot. Not exactly in the DJ booth from Escape, but so close to it that it's like, wow, which made me again confirm, like if you keep something in your mind's eye and you believe that it's going to happen and you constantly relive this experience in your mind through meditation or through writing, it will happen. You will experience these things. And it's just for me again like, fuck. This whole law of attraction thing works, and it's.
So you manifested like everything basically, and honestly, I think you are one of the best manifester that I know. Like for some reason, you manifest things so easily. Like, what made you think like you can manifest things so easily? Like, can you share like your technique and stuff?
I'm very lazy, and that really helped because. If I saw a documentary that told me, hey, you can achieve things by sitting down, closing your eyes, and visualizing that it's already happening, I was super skeptical. I didn't believe anything of it, but I thought, like, let's give it a shot because I was really lazy and I didn't have a job or anything. So I just started the first time after seeing The Secret, visualizing, like, okay, I have a new job and I'm earning so much more money and I'm talking to my parents that I'm so much happier with my job. Next day I get a phone call from the company that I then ended up working 1.5 years with in sales. And also the things just started happening like I would visualize them. I would visualize myself being the number one in this sales company, and then it would just happen even though I didn't have any experience. So I believe it's really about doing the inner work first. I think people say just do it, but I think no, first imagine yourself doing it. Imagine yourself having it, and then go and do it. Because then your mind is completely aligned with what you want to do. Like we have this thing inside of our brain, it's called a reticular activating system. And it's basically this part of your brain that if you buy a yellow car, suddenly you will see yellow cars everywhere. And that's, I believe, how the law of attraction also works. Like if I pretend in my head, because I wasn't at the time, I'm a successful DJ and I play, then my subconscious is going to do everything to look out for those things, for those opportunities. And that's, I think, how it worked, because before I used to get kicked out of school maybe 6 or 7 times, kicked out of my job, just a punk, like I didn't really know what to do. And finally, when I started doing the meditation, started like visualizing my outcomes every day, my life just shifted like this, and it was unbelievable for me at the time. Now it's 10 years later, and it's like, okay, I think I kind of got the flow of it, but still, I am also a student of this, and not everything that I want manifest, but a lot of things have, and they make life very nice.
Not yet.
True. Everything is in divine timing.
Yeah, I totally believe in divine timing. So what have you manifested into like your whole music career, and not just about DJ, but also like music, AI music, curating the playlist, and also like bringing in people in community together?
Well, I think everything is, once you go deeper into these practices, then everything becomes manifestation. Even before this, I would just sit down in my meditation and visualize that we are talking here, to just already feel more comfortable, like because I don't do this often, and then my mind is tricked that I already done it, because your mind cannot make the difference between something that you visualize very real, like very vividly, and real life. That's why if you have a nightmare, you wake up like with sweat and like because you're scared, because your body doesn't know the difference. So 100%. You can really practice things that you've never done by imagining yourself doing them in your mind's eye.
Yeah, that's true. Like everything is created twice, once in your mind and then once in the reality, and it's so true. And it's like if you imagine that you are going to be like doing this into it right now, and you told me you were doing that, and now it makes sense why you're so like natural at it, and you're so like you're like a pro. It's almost like you do interview like every single day, so it makes so much sense. So that means this technique really work. What other technique work?
The ones, I think it's very personal. I think everything is about how real can you make it for yourself, and how can you reprogram your mind, because you're always thinking things, but mostly we're thinking very negative. And how can you, yeah, it's just a human kind of thing. I think that's how our society now is programmed, but I think we can go against it every time that you think like, oh, I'm thinking, hey, I'm really confident, or I'm really successful in my music. I would just repeat things in my mind so many times until now that AI music came out.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, how can I take this more deep, you know?
Yeah.
How can I make my affirmations, the thing that I'm repeating to myself, more alive through music? And of course, I didn't have to, like, normally making one song takes like 10 to 20 hours, but with AI, I can make songs way faster. So I would just start making songs now that are affirming the reality that I want. Like, okay, I have more, right, things that I'm working on right now is more discipline and being more structured in my daily life. So I would just make a song with AI that I'm saying, like, I'm so disciplined, I'm so self-sufficient. And then, yeah, you're constantly repeating it in your mind because it's a song that you like. And then the programming just happens automatically.
Okay,
You know?
so basically you created like an affirmation song for yourself.
Basically, and I think, but that is, of course, if you love music as much as me, then that will work great for you. But other things that people do that I also have done, which work, is scripting, like writing down either affirmations. Like how I did it is like I never played outside of my home, so I just started writing down. I am a successful DJ that has DJ bookings every month. And then a few weeks later, that would actually happen. I had like 3 gigs for 3 months. So I'm thinking, okay, this works. This was all the way in the beginning.
Yeah.
But then I started writing down, okay, I'm so happy that I have DJ bookings every week. Suddenly, like 3 weeks later, this page called Naked Fashion with like 2 million followers or something. They contact me that they're looking for a DJ, and I am so much in disbelief that I think it's a fake page. I look at the DM, I think, yeah, right. I had 150 followers at that time. I think this company never gonna contact me for DJ bookings.
Right.
But a few hours later, I think maybe I should check it out, and I checked their page, and it seems all like real and like so much comments, and like it looks like a real page. So I send a message like, hey, can we maybe call about this? So only the marketing manager calls me from Sweden, and they give me 8 DJ bookings on like influencer events with clothing that they give to me, even though I had only played 3 times outside of my house in my life.
Oh my God.
And that's where everything the dominoes just fall. On the influencer events, I meet a photographer, he helps me with my branding and setting up like more DJ gigs, and then the ball was just rolling. And in a matter of like 2-3 months, I manifested a life from no bookings to bookings every week, because that was, at that time, I thought what I wanted.
Yeah, I also bought from this brand before. No, but like, how did they find you? Because you say you only have 150 followers at that time.
Yeah, so that's where I believe intuition is so strong.
Okay.
At that time, Instagram was still big on hashtags. Like that doesn't work anymore that much. But
Yes.
I would just I was putting like hashtags with a lot of reach, like deep house and house music. But then something inside of me said put hashtag Antwerp DJ, even though there was like 56 posts. Antwerp is the city that I'm from. So and then later I asked a woman like, how did you find me? Like, how did you come to my profile? She's like, I just searched for Antwerp DJ on Instagram.
Perfect.
And I was the only one on that hashtag. So she saw like multiple posts from my profile, even though I had like 150 followers and maybe 10 posts on this new profile. But that's where my gut feeling said, do it, this little thing. It's never gonna work because it's such a small hashtag, is what my mind was saying. But my feeling said, just put it there. And that was what... That was like the butterfly effect that caused all the DJ bookings, you know?
It was because you two were in the same exact frequency. That's why you thought of the exact same hashtag. That's why you found each other.
True, manifestation at the deepest level.
That is such a cool story. That's something I've never heard before, by the way. Okay, well, do you have any tips for other people that want to start as a DJ or a music producer or anything like in music? Like, what would you tell your younger self?
Don't be afraid about what the other people are gonna think about you. I think I stopped. Common, but it's so for me it was so hard to like not make music for others and make music for how I like it, because then I would send it to like a production coach and he says, no, it doesn't sound professional. It doesn't sound like how the club would want it. But yeah, that stopped me for a long time from releasing and from taking action like, oh, my sound is not good enough yet. I'm not
Yeah.
professional enough yet. Even though there were thousands of people already listening every month, but I got stuck in this 1% of people who are very technical
Yeah.
and saying like, no, this is not professional, to stop my whole career of like moving forward with music. And now I just put the intention like, make this for you. How could you make music in a way that excites you, that makes you happy, if nobody else is listening? Like all the big artists that I follow, they all say you're making music for you and then for your audience. The people who start making music for their audience, they lose in the end. They lose their authenticity, they lose their spark, they lose that, oh, I love this.
Yeah. That is so amazing. But how did you change your mindset from like thinking that like, okay, you're not good enough because people tell you that like, oh yeah, this is not technical enough, or that the club not gonna like it? How did you change from that mindset to no, I'm just gonna make whatever I like and attract more amazing opportunity?
This is a very deep question because then I started reflecting deep. I do a lot of inner work to see what are my beliefs, because once you learn about this whole manifestation thing, some things don't manifest, and why they don't manifest is because you have certain beliefs that are blocking it. Okay, like I want this certain level of monthly listeners. Why has it not happened yet? Because I care too much what other people think.
Yes.
And then more and more, if I let that go and do like the work, the writing, the journaling, the tapping, to let go of these limiting beliefs, then automatically you start to manifest better and better. So I think it's important for everyone to take time to look at what do you believe about life, and is this really helping me? Because what you believe about life is how you are going to live your life, and that can be very, very limiting based on what you learned from your parents or your teachers or anyone in society, basically.
Amazing. And then in terms of like future project, what are you more excited about?
First thing that comes up to mind is Deep House Thailand, because we have such a. I've never had the opportunity to lead over a group that was not my job, like not for as an employee. This is the first time that I have a leadership role in such a talented group with all like music people and people just with the same mindset. So it really makes me excited what we can do, what we can achieve with this group. And then for the rest, just focusing more on my own music career and my own personal brand at the moment.
Okay. I think I'm very excited to see where you're going with Deep House Thailand too, because like from what I've known you so far, like everything that you put your mind to actually flourished. So I think this one's gonna be good as well. And I'm gonna leave the Instagram link to Deep House Music under the description, and also like a screenshot here as well in the video so that people can find you. What is your Instagram?
At I am bias. I am dot bias, BYAS.
And why I am biased?
Bias is very simple. It comes from my name, Bori Yasin. So it took the B and then YAS from Yasin. And I never knew what. I had many DJ names when I was younger. One of them was like Panoramics.
Oh.
Yeah. But then I came to the point like, okay, if I want to be this techno slash house DJ, I need something short and catchy. And then Bias just, I don't know, dropped at one point in my mind. It's like, yeah, that's not too bad. And I've stuck with it now for 6-7 years.
That's amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna leave all the link in the description and on the video so you guys can go follow Yasin's journey. Well, thank you so much for being in my channel today. I think like this is like very helpful and it was a very fun chat.
Thanks so much, Sophia, for inviting me. I enjoyed it.
Perfect.